understand that we are put on earth to love.
And we're live. So, mic check. Testing. All right. Jason, you there? Ooh, where'd he go? Oh wait, I forgot I lowered his volume. My bad. Say talk.
Yo,
right,
hear me now?
Jason's here. All right.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Let me make sure I'm talking into the mic. Hold on a minute. Okay. All right. Let's start off with some welcome. So
when did you know?
Welcome to our first ever Last Saw Gaming podcast. We'll be doing this every Wednesday with special guests, updates, information about tournaments, anything Smash related. We'll talk here and we'll give it to you guys, give it to our audience. We're just creating content, really, right? That's the main goal of this podcast, just to create content, get in touch with the community, understand who our community is, and be there especially for the Houston community, and maybe even more as time passes on. So we have some founding members right here with us of Last Dog Gaming. My name is Pablo. I am I don't know if I should introduce myself the way. I work for the Alzheimer's Association. That's the job that I do aside from this. And I am an outreach coordinator there. I do all the, some of the marketing, some of the programming there at the association. And this is a side hobby. This is something that we want to, do something with it and move forward and hopefully have a great organization. So let me introduce you. So let's hit up with Tim. Tim, go ahead and introduce yourself.
All right, my name is Tim. My tag is Moo. I really like cattle. Vegetarian. I'm really uninteresting besides that. Horrible at Smash, but love it dearly. I'm hoping to get better and help build the Houston.
Oh.
All right, guys. What's up? I'm Jason. Also, my tag is McFly from Marty McFly Back to the Future. Tagged since like 6th grade, so it's a very old tag. I just love Smash in 64. And so I'm here now as an adult still playing it, so that pretty much explains everything.
Okay. I think our love for Smash has brought all of us together. I think we're a group of eight people or so.
Yeah.
And we're just here again to try and connect with our community. So, Tim, you want to talk a little bit about who LSG is?
Yeah, so LSG started, there was a meetup at Coral Sword not long after the release of Ultimate, and most of us kind of met up there and just began to play together, play tournaments, lose in tournaments, go 0-2 together. But a lot of the stuff we noticed was that the Houston community really needs some better resources, needs some organization, hoping to help in that. So we decided to get organized a little bit, start Last Stock Gaming, just as a resource organization for all of Houston's Smash Ultimate players, and just hoping to provide a positive, welcoming, competitive atmosphere that embraces Houston's tight-knit and diverse culture.
Anything else that we want to add on that?
I think the key thing is that Last Stock Gaming is not a competitive team or just a tournament organizer, more of a resource organization that helps in whatever facet we can to grow the community. Like, content creation stuff.
I think something that we definitely want to do with LSG is just try and work with tournament organizers, provide them with, I guess, a further further reach for the community, have somewhere where they can go and connect with the community, and as well as for the community to find Smash tournaments in their area, to be able to talk to maybe like other pro players, or I guess the top tier players of Houston, have discussions with them, be able to get feedback on some of their matches, so on and so forth. Especially in the Houston area, we want to make sure that it's not just an online community, right? We want people to meet up. We want people to attend events, and that's really, as long as they're everything's organized, I think Houston can definitely become an esports region out in the nation, right? So
No, absolutely. Houston being the huge population center it is, it's surprising that it's not already a region that can compete with. Well, Texas as a whole should be a region that can compete with the likes of Florida and Tri-State, MDV.
thoughts on Last Thought Gaming, Jason?
Yeah, man, just get the Houston community Houston community just stronger, like in all facets, just like more unified, better players, because we can help each other get better. That's how you get better, is through the help of others.
Yeah, and Jason today is a warrior down there because he has no camera. Next week, I think we're inviting Krebs, who is like this big tournament organizer guy. He's here in Houston. He's run many tournaments. So we want to give you a heads up for next week. Also, don't forget that this Friday we're having another, like always, every Friday we're having our like round robin, I guess, in-house Smash stream. So if you ever wanna be part of this, let us know. Send us a whisper, a chat to this Twitch channel, Pablo, or you can send a chat to Tim on moo_SSBU on Twitter. I have my Twitter handle and all info over there, so you can follow me there. Let's talk a little bit about I guess one of the main event that happened this weekend, or which was Collision, correct? Collision.
Yeah.
Did you guys see any of the matches?
Yeah, I watched a little bit of it. I saw mostly the highlights. I didn't really watch it when it was happening. I kind of just saw all the madness that was on the internet afterwards.
I think that's going to be the story for pretty much everyone. I didn't catch any of it live, but I did watch the entire, every VOD I could find of it. That had some hype as hell sets.
Yeah, because I think Nairo was the one actually streaming it for Collision. It was through his stream.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how I saw it for a little bit.
Let's talk about, before we get into the drama aspect of it, right? Let's talk a little bit about the Nairo Ganon. This man went from 0-2, right? Getting
reverse 3-0.
And then reverse 3-0, right? So thoughts on Ganon right now?
Thoughts on Ganon?
Top tier?
Alright, no, he's not top. He just flustered light. Ganon's one of those characters where if you don't know the matchup, he's scary. He's got that KO power, one hit power that can just kill you at 60%. You know what I mean? That's scary. That's something you got to think about. A lot of the top tier characters don't really have that capability. It's mostly combo game, ledge guarding, ledge trapping, et cetera, et cetera. He's to have that aspect of a character, just at any moment, if I one wrong move and he punishes the read, it's over. That's a lot of mind games that you start playing with yourself. And if you see, he SD'd I think once, the second game, you could already tell if you're SDing, your head's not in the game. You know what I mean? And then after that, I think he tried to recover low with up B and he was just not in it, you know? And I think they had to do a lot with Ganon, like the character itself. You know what I mean? Like, and then like you have the pressure of, you know, you're on stream, you're at a somewhat big tournament, and then like Ganon's not supposed to be a high tier character. And then you see him like doing stuff to you, and that builds in your head as well. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
So I want to say it's like partly Ganondorf and partly like Light not knowing the matchup and being unprepared for the matchup.
I think Ganondorf really exploits the weakness in players. Like, you can be the most knowledgeable character, you can be just a gifted player like Light, and still fall prey to Ganon shenanigans. Talking about Light specifically for a bit, Light's himself on Twitter will self-admit he's not the most, like, he doesn't practice as much as maybe other top tier players do. He'll play for long periods of time, but he doesn't play often.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like characters like Ganon exploit the weaknesses in that practice regimen more than maybe other characters do.
So,
Is it something compared to kind of like Trella and the way he uses Ridley?
Exactly. Or even, like, to a lesser extent, Austin and his Ness.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Ness is a really good character.
Yeah, but also that Ness doesn't have that one hit KO the way Ridley does. You know what I mean? That forward smash literally kills at the ledge at like 60, I'm pretty sure.
You're right, but playing against Ness is like a different mindset. So it's not so much that it has a one-hit KO like the other two do, but you have to approach the game differently when you're playing against a Ganon or a Ridley or a Ness. It's different than your typical like Fox versus Swordy matchups or any of those matchups that you see hundreds of times in any tournament.
Right. So let me ask you then, I guess, would you consider Ganon like a pocket pick, or would you consider Ridley a pocket pick? Something that you can just bring out randomly when you're down? Is that what it is?
I feel like you that's those characters you have to practice. It's like you're not gonna be able to just like catch somebody off guard. I kind of know it. Like Nairo put a lot of time into Ganon. Like if you watch his streams, he plays him a lot against like top tier opponents. You know, yeah, it's online, whatever. But like still, like the reads is what he's getting. You know, is the important part, and which translates to tournament clearly. Because look what he did. He reversed 3-0. He was comfortable and confident in picking Ganondorf. You know what I mean? Like. So yes, it can be if you practice it. Like you have to practice it as much as you do your mains, you know. Like because Leffen was like giving him crap for practicing a character that he thought he'd never use in tournament, and it helped him out at least advance in the tournament. He didn't win the tournament, but still, like it helped. I don't think he would have been able to come back with any other character, even if it was like he played Lucina, and I don't think he would have been reverse 3-0 because Lucina. It's almost like a fair matchup with Fox. You have to like outwork Fox. When he picked Ganon, he almost kind of like cheesed it a little bit. You know what I mean? It was just like not a true cheese, but it was gimmicky to say the least. You know,
it's like a reset button. His Palu, who again is a very solid, like fundamental top tier character, was brought out and Light knew how to play the matchup. Outplayed him, made progress. I
think that's a tough matchup for Palu.
I would agree. It's a tough matchup, but it's not unwinnable. I think it's maybe a 60-40 for Jason.
Yeah, I don't know. That's tough to say. I know definitely it's in Fox's favor. I just don't know about how much. I want to say 60-40 is a fair guess. Yeah.
Yeah, so you lose that match, a 60-40 that maybe Nairo is a better mechanical player than Light. But you're losing that. You got to do something to reset the mental. And pulling out a character like Ganon, where you just have the comfort, familiarity.
Well, what do you think of his SSB or his Zero Suit Samus pick?
Oh, I like to see it. It didn't work like all against Fox. No, I love it. I like to see it, but versus Fox, it seemed like a bad choice.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Like I didn't really see what. The thought behind going Zero Suit, and because I know she's faster, but
she's supposed to be way faster, no?
I think she's the fastest in the game. I think that's why he picked her. He was just trying to outspeed Fox, but Light puts the time into that Fox, so he's quick and he's precise. You know, like
And Light's from New England. like Light plays Mars regularly. Who Mars is, I think, without a doubt now the best Zero Suit in the game. And so you're pulling out Zero Suit against somebody that regularly plays against one of the best Zero Suits in the world.
Does Light usually beat Mars though?
And
or how does that matchup go? Do you know the matchup history between them?
I don't know it enough to be like quoted on it, but I think it's slightly Mars' favorite.
That's what I heard. I can't say for certain, but that's what I heard, that Mars he usually could beat Light. So maybe that's why Nairo wins.
Yeah, Mars is a different beast though. Like the way he plays, which we'll get to in a minute, but Mars is just a different.
Yeah. I would have liked to seen him at least go Lucina maybe before he went Zero Suit, but I guess it happened the way it happened. Versus 3-0 again, which is like people are going to be talking about for a while. Like
it's going to be like one of the most
that was wild
moments. But I definitely think like pulling out the Lucina instead of the Zero Suit would have been a better decision. But you never know what's going through those guys' head. Like there's so much pressure. That was already in losers.
I don't remember. I just saw the highlight. I didn't watch that live, so
yeah, I'm pretty sure. Like, watch me be completely wrong, but I'm pretty sure that set was in losers already. Mm-hmm. So you got. I mean,
it had to be pretty far in the bracket if it was 5 games. You know what I mean? So
maybe that was quarters. I don't remember. Would Peach have been a good character to pick for Nairo at that moment?
Peach?
Yeah.
I don't know if he plays Peach that much. I know he plays Peach a lot. I don't know if he like plays it for real. I know I think he's like dittoed Samsora like online, like just jokingly, but like I don't know if that's serious.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if he put the time the way he did into Ganon. He put the time in Ganon because he just wanted to style out people at Summit, you know? He was like, ha 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 ha.
I like the Ganon. Like he's probably played more Ganon at this point than
I think he did too, because and I think that's awesome. Like if you're a character, you should play it. Like forget what other pros say or other people say, like do what makes you happy.
And Ganon's not a mechanical character. So like if I'm to go online and practice my Young Link, like the minute I play you guys on Friday, it's just gonna feel completely different. But because Ganon doesn't have those mechanics to worry about and it's all mental, you can really get more valuable practice from playing Ganon online compared to a Young Link online versus off, more technical character, yeah,
for sure.
I guess that comes to the question, like, should you practice online or should you practice like locally? You know, and which one should you not practice? Maybe.
I mean, you definitely should not only practice online. Like that shouldn't be. You shouldn't be practicing online like every day of the month, you know, and never play any locals, because once you do play a local or you go to a tournament, it's gonna feel so different.
I feel like there's some context needed here because Jason and myself both played a ton of online when the game first came out. Like I think you and I have played the most online of anybody in our friend group.
Yeah, probably. We played a pretty good amount.
Yeah, I do not like playing online.
Like I personally played well over 1,000 games online, and I will be the first to tell you that it is nowhere near good practice. Like every character that I bring out on a Friday just feels completely different if I played a week of online. I almost feel like you get more valuable practice from playing level 9 computers than you do from playing online.
All that time, whenever I told you that, whenever I went to San Antonio, I told you I came back and I was like, bus practice. I came back and I was like up tilting, like doing all this new stuff just because of level 9 bots. Like I just understand now how and when to use some of my, I guess, new techs, right? Because before I wasn't using it at all, and I just feel more comfortable playing against bots because bots will always like I don't get trolled or I don't, you know, nobody dies, like just decides to like SD all the time or it lags or anything like that. So when I play you guys, it feels like I'm just playing normal.
So recommendations, if you're somebody who cannot make it to tournaments or like local meetups and you're forced to just play online, take a break from online every now and then, spend an hour or two playing robots, 9-level bots, and you'll see the difference, you know, in the way that the speed of the game, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's huge difference. The move inputs you can put in, or they feel more clean. You actually feel like you're in control of your character.
Yeah, you definitely build more mechanical skill playing versus bots.
Yeah.
Ironically enough, like the mind games and stuff. Going back to the Ganon, like that's a reason Ganon's such a great character online. The reads with that character just.
Mostly when I play online, I play in arenas. I don't really play for GSP too often. I got a few characters into Elite just to do it, just to say I did. But like for the most part, I just play on arena with my buddy who lives in New York, and we're just like make an arena and have people join, and I'll just like stick on random and just like, you know, if I get beat, I'll get beat, but I just keep playing, you know, just it's fun. Just like learning different characters, you know what I mean, helps. Like I can play a lot of different characters, and that's because I just played random online. You know, and you just figure out a couple of moves for that character that work for you, and you just kind of like remember that for next time. Like, oh, this, and this. I might not be able to use the whole move set of each character, but I can use them enough of the move sets to like let me win games. You know what I mean? Which is cool because it helps you in a lot of matchups.
I feel like doing that helps you think about your character from another angle too. Like if you spend all day playing a character that's maybe projectile based and you play a sortie, it opens your mind to, so this is what that character wants. Next time you're playing him in a local or playing him in a friendly.
Yeah, I definitely
how to approach it a little bit.
I agree with that. And some tech that you use in one character, just like having that like speed movement in your fingers help you learn a tech for a different character. Or like you think about a tech in this character, like, oh, what if I can use it kind of similar, but in here, you know, like a lot of the tech translates in the timing, in the finger movement, and the placement. Like it's really hard for me to think of one right now.
I got a good example for you. So I play Young Link. That's my main, for lack of a better word. And I've been working a lot on bomb usage. And one of the ways I worked on using bombs was watching Chris play on those Friday night streams. But I decided that I'm going to try Princess Peach. So I played about 30, 40 games versus level 9 bots. And using the turn-ups, like practicing bombs with Link or Young Link has taught me like how to use turn-ups. And some of the ways of using turn-ups has made me think more about my bombs with Young Link.
Yeah, it's a good example.
Yeah. Okay. Let's get into the juice.
Oh no!
Let's get into the juice. let me set the topic. I'm gonna look for the clip, and then while you guys are talking about it, okay? And then I'll give my thoughts, okay? Mars versus Wishes, okay? Crowd drama, all right? Go ahead, thoughts. I'm gonna look for the clip while you guys are talking for a little bit.
So I think it's very poorly explained. Like if you read about it, like Kotaku had an article on it, and I think if you read about it, the explanation they give behind what the drama was is kind of poorly explained. I don't think of it so much as a coaching situation. Like you can't argue that it was coaching. The guy in the crowd was maybe giving away a little bit as Samar's play style, but he wasn't coaching Wishes. I think the problem more lies in the fact that the guy is being fucking obnoxious. Like, who does that? Who sits behind two players playing a competitive set in game 5 and thinks, oh, this would be a good idea to talk about how Mars likes to recover?
I agree with you, man. It's definitely a dick. Like, you just don't do that. Like, it's not good manners. It's not sportsmanship. Like, I don't know if he knew Wispy or whatever that guy's name was. If they're friends, or if maybe they've gamed together, or if they're completely strangers. But either way, like, dick move. You know, like, if that is your friend, that's not the way to do it. And if you're just a random guy who's trying to troll, like, why? Like, come on. Like, this is like, it's a game. I get it, but it's serious. Like, people like practice, and they give like pretty much like their lifetime, you know, their livelihood, like, to do this, to play this game. And for you to do, it's just, I don't know. It's not cool. I think that guy should have been like kicked out of the venue. I think there needs to be like repercussions for that, so people don't do it in the future. Because I know like even Mewtwo King has like complained about that, because people have done that to him. Like they'll like, you know, like say crap to him or scream at him in his ear while they're behind him and stuff like that. Yeah. He wouldn't complain.
So let me play.
They don't do anything.
Let me play the clip real quick right here. I have it up. So let me play it for the people. 1 sec.
That's like a pretty fine percentage to be at, but against this character, he has that explosive comeback potential. That is what Charizard has. Now, granted, his neutral options, sometimes they're not the best, but when he gets to explode, oh my god, that DI is!
Yikes! To be fair now, we haven't seen forward throw come out from Charizard, and it's fairly potent. So, catching on bad TI, that was a bit of a stretch there, and any smaller stage, that could have been deadly, but talking about small stages, Wishes even surviving from out deep, coming back at 161. Consider these climbing percentages, good as gone. It is less stock Citro.
Max.
Mars has stepped away from the...
Yo, so, you know what? I have no idea what's going on, but Mars is screaming at the crowd. He is heated.
Yep. All right. I just showed them the clip where Mars got really mad and started screaming at the crowd. So let's get this conversation going.
Yeah. I don't know if there was another clip where you can clearly hear the guy screaming, and the commentators are like talking about it.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's clearly a violation of the rules. Like it may not be like he was like trying to coach with speed specifically, but yeah, he's definitely like that shouldn't be allowed. If they should have gave Mars the win, that's what they did, right? They let Mars take the set. He advanced.
No, they didn't even do that. They kicked the guy out of the venue, and then they reset it to the exact condition it was.
Oh, really?
We got the dog
wow.
in the background.
Even wow. I mean, I guess so. Who ended up winning this?
So they reset. I think it's like an hour after or something like that. Some time passes between the set, between the first time that they fight, right?
Yeah.
And decide whether or not to give the victory to Wishes, or, or what to do, right? So they ended up resetting the set or the match.
So all they did, they both agreed to this. They offered it to both players. Both players agreed that what they would do is they'd replay the game from the start of Mars' third stock. So Wishes is at 2 stocks, 160%, and Mars was on his third stock, 0%. And they restarted the game from there. And Mars took both stocks.
Wow.
So they gave him the win.
So Mars only had 1 stock?
Yeah, Mars only had the 1 stock.
Wow.
So he outplayed Wishes in a controlled environment and took the win. And that being said, like I've been stalking the Twitter of the TO, Mars, Wishes, and even the guy that caused the whole mess.
Mm-hmm.
And Mars and Wishes don't seem to be any bad blood between those two. Wishes hasn't spoke out a lot. He thinks the situation was kind of bullshit and that Mars should have been able to put up with the atmosphere more.
Yeah.
But all in all, like there doesn't seem to be any ill will.
I mean,
okay, but look. Who's at fault here? Like, who do you think is at fault? That's what we're here to talk about.
Okay, that's what I was.
Mars needs to stop being a little bit.
No, that's bullshit. Fuck that. Fuck that. No, Mars did the right thing. Like, fuck that shit. Like, if you're gonna lose because people are talking shit and stuff, and that other guy doesn't have to deal with any of that, then I'm doing the same thing. I'm walking away from this. I'm walking away from the set, and I'm like, be like, yo, To, fix this shit. I'm not dealing with it. I'm not. And you can call me bitch if you want to, like, but it's. I shouldn't have to deal with it just because you're gonna call me names after it. Like, I don't give a care what you call me. Fair is fair. You know what I mean? Like, and I think he did the right thing. I would too, regardless of what people are gonna call him. Like,
in all seriousness,
like follow through with your convictions. If you feel like the situation's not fair for you or it's not right, then you should say something. Don't just put up with it. People's bullshit. Like, stand up for yourself. He did the right thing. And look, he beat that kid, so it is what it is.
No, in all seriousness, I made the joke about Mars being a little bitch about it, but I gotta say a couple things. One, it's good sportsmanship on both of them. The fact that they both agreed to replay it, Wishes having the good sportsmanship just to say, hey man, I know that was bullshit, let's play again. And then
nobody wants to win like
exactly, nobody wants to win that way. Nobody wants to win when your opponent puts down the controller and walks away for their last stock, especially against a player like Mars. And we're going to go into this a little more later, but Wish is playing Pokemon Trainer, taking the best Zero Suit Samus to the last stock in Game 5. That's fucking nuts. But like I said, we'll get more to that in a minute. But Mars going to the TO instead of getting pissed off in that guy's face, he handled it much more productively than I probably would have.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
I would have gone and confronted the guy. Like,
Yeah. Like, what's your problem?
I would have asked the guy, "What the fuck are you doing? Like, why are you doing this?"
And what is that guy banned from events or anything? Nothing happened to
He
the guy.
he got kicked out.
Was he in the
he's-
tournament or was he a spectator? Do you know? I mean,
I think he was
figured
just a
you know-
spectator.
Oh, just a spectator. Wow. Damn, that's even worse. Didn't even compete. Doesn't even have the ball to compete, and he's just gonna be like talking crap to people who are actually trying.
Yeah. All in all, though, like I think the event, like the drama was handled rather well by everybody. There's a pretty long Twitter thread by the TO about what went down, and I think he handled the situation the right way, offering it to both players because I don't think it should have been a free win to Wishes, and I don't think it should have been a win to Mars. Like by all means,
No, yeah, it should just be a rematch. And the way that it fair, I think Mars knew that like he was at 160. It's pretty much a one stock match.
Yeah.
As long he was pretty confident that he was going to close out that last stock and then have it pretty much even, which is like it happened. So big ups to him, dude. Like, don't put up with it. I like it.
Yeah, and the last thing about Wishes and sportsmanship. So this was not even a loser's match. This wasn't an elimination match. This was a winner's bracket run still. So it would have been really easy for Wishes to be like, no, you have another chance. Why are we crying about this? Why are we going to replay this? But instead, he chose the high road. And
I feel like it would look bad on him if he didn't. I feel like it would have looked bad. Win. Like, I don't want to replay. Give me the win. Like that people would not respect him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
but would it have ever even been public?
yeah. We would have known. Because you see the bracket. You can see the bracket. If he advanced over Mars, then yeah, clearly you tell what would happen.
Right, but we wouldn't know any of the behind the scenes stuff. There'd be a whole bunch of other speculation, and I don't think
where's there to speculate if the guy advanced, beat him, and if they didn't play another game, then they just took the results of what actually happened. He walked away from the controller and he just like killed him and knocked him off the stage.
But nobody would know if that's the TO decision or if that's Wish's decision. So I feel like the everybody's outlook would be a little bit muddied, and I don't think it necessarily reflect bad on Wishes himself, but it would reflect bad on.
No, it still would because he saw him walk away from the control, finished it like real quick. He saw it. He was like,
"Yeah,
I'm not gonna. If it does come to that situation, I want to make sure that it's over. I won clearly. Cut. You know, that's what I saw. I was like, that guy walked from his controller. I would just put my controller down too. I'd just be like, well, it's clearly he's not. Some things happen. You know what I mean? So
no,
I definitely would have felt some type of way about it still. I just as someone who saw it, you know, that's how I would feel personally. I would still be like, nah, Wishes kind of sketchy.
Yeah, I see that. I like to think that I'd put down the controller, but honestly, I'd probably just be confused as hell.
You probably style on him because of dirty training mode combo. Like I'm making sure I'm streams, make sure I get high on the high.
I'd finally get to practice my bomb down air confirms.
I don't know. At that moment, I feel like I think I still, I if I was Mars right there, I would have said, all right, whatever, and just kept playing. But I can't hear what that guy's saying either, so I can't say that for 100%, right?
What he's saying
is the guy is screaming at me. So if it turns into like a yelling match, I think that is where the TO should have stepped in and said, "Hey, like chill out," like, or the TO should have intervened much earlier than whatever.
You saw when Mars turned around and told the guy to stop, right?
Yeah.
He turned around and he told him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
So I think this goes back to
that's borderline bullying, in my opinion.
Yes, but I think this goes back to how the event itself was organized. No, in order to avoid all of that, shouldn't there be somebody nearby to kind of say, hey, chill or stop or whatever, right? Control.
Yeah, but a lot of tournaments are like that. They
I don't remember
have the resources to have a TO everywhere. It's like
I don't remember who
every
was,
game.
And with that in mind, that comes back to here in Houston. Are all the tournaments that are weekly, bi-weekly, whatever, do they all have that kind of setup, especially for the major.
You mean like
tournaments,
atmosphere?
right?
Like, do you have people yelling and stuff?
Yeah, like
No,
there has to be
I've
somebody.
I've never seen that here in Houston where the people are yelling, or like the
Mhm.
streams that I've watched.
Yeah.
Like not in their face like that. No.
Okay, but that
No.
doesn't mean it can't happen, right?
No,
It's
I don't think.
more about
I
like
don't think.
it could potentially
see-
happen, or when it happens, like what are you gonna do, right? How is the organizer, how's the TO, the venue gonna react to this kind of
I feel like when it's small events like, you really don't want to act like that, like a fool. Like you're not trying to shit in your own house, you know, or whatever,
Mhm.
however that saying goes, or you know what I mean, like because you have to come back there, and you know, and let's say you're yelling in somebody's ear,
yeah,
and that guy has friends, so now next time you play a match, his friends are going to be yelling in your ear, and it just turns into a big situation. Like I feel like stuff like that only happens when it's like majors, you know, where it's like
Right.
200 people coming in from out of town, where they know they don't game here. This is not where they know people, so they can act a fool and act ignorant, and they don't really suffer consequences because they're going to go back to their town and they'll be gaming with their friends. They're not going to be acting the way they act when they're traveling. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So far I've seen people be very cordial at all the Houston events, and even the stuff I've seen like in Austin or Dallas, all this stuff, like I never see people yelling, or even like for finals, like
Mhm.
grants and stuff, like people are watching excited, but no one's like, "Ah, like he's gonna do this," like, you know, they're just like excited to watch high level gameplay, which is how everyone should be, because it's exciting. You don't need to be like putting your input. Like if you're that good and you're like giving coaching, then you should just pick up gaming yourself and like you do it.
right.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like-
So let me ask you this then. For example, the first tournament I went to, right? I'm playing versus this Robin player, right? At this point, I'm not talking. I know you guys, right? I know you guys. I'm chilling. I'm about to play, right? This guy sits down, and then his little group of friends, there's like 7 friends, stand behind him and me, and they're just laughing. They're like talking to one another. They're just laughing. Like, what do I do in that situation aside from just chill and play the game, right? I don't have headphones on, but the other guy does, because he knows that his friends are gonna start laughing and talking behind him, right? So, as a TO, like, what do you do? What do you do?
So I got a
Do you
couple
tell them to
opinions.
like step away? That's what I'm going, like, Jason. Like, I'm thinking more about like in the mind of an organizer, in the mind of a
I got
like
a couple
TO,
opinions.
you know.
Real quick. So first, like distractions are part of the competitive nature.
Yes.
So I think as a player, if it's not malicious, you got to be ready to block out the distractions. Is it with music? Are you maybe wearing like, if you watch Mewtwo King play, he always wears like noise canceling headphones because he knows he can't tolerate it. He knows it affects him, so he takes the measures himself to take the precautions to make sure that it doesn't affect him.
Yes.
There was somebody else on Twitter that was talking about this event and suggested that all major tournaments provide over-ear headphones for the streaming setups. And I think that'd be a huge thing. I think that'd be a good idea. You look at other esports and they provide various forms of noise canceling for their competitors. So why can't Smash or fighting games in general provide it in large-scale tournaments? On a smaller scale note, like the locals that we're talking about, I think you have to set good precedents. I think a simple walking up and saying, "Hey, man, you guys are being a little loud. Would you mind quieting down? Like my stupid dog's in the background."
Yeah. Shut up, Doggo. No, don't shut up, Doggo. Be good, Doggo.
She has a Pikachu. She stole a Pikachu. I don't even know where she got that.
Oh, damn.
I gotta go take that.
Yeah, touching on my pretty much thing is him. Like, if it's not malicious, you just have to kind of deal with it. If they're laughing behind you, that's one thing. Like, because I think that Robin you played is the same Robin that beat me in that tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, I beat his friend, and they were all chilling and watching him play, and they weren't being like malicious. They were, I could feel them behind me.
I'm not saying that they're malicious.
Yeah.
Like that.
I could feel them behind me, like talking whatever, blah. But and that just adds to my pressure. Yeah, but it's like that's part of it. Like I don't wear headphones when I go to tournaments because like I enjoy the atmosphere.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like the loud noise. It's like my heart gets pumping. I get more into the game. My focus is sharpened. I enjoy it. So I 2-stocked that guy or whatever. 2-0'd that guy.
Okay, but his other friends were not as good as he was.
No, yeah, he was pretty good.
No, he was good.
I think
he was good.
Yeah.
but I'm like, I think from what you're telling me is that you're approaching this as a player mindset, right? Because I feel like you're more of like, I just want to play the game, right? That's what you've told us before, and you're approaching it from a player mindset. But I think for me, I'm approaching it from check my settings. What's wrong with the mic? Oh, nothing. Okay. I'm approaching it from a point of like, as an organizer, how can I provide the best
environment for the gamer,
for the people who are playing and the people who are watching, right? I think like some type of division, or at least like some type of like, tape down somewhere where people should stand and watch, or have some type of divider that lets the player who's playing just concentrate. At least maybe everything may be loud and noisy and stuff, but that just comes with any tournament, any professional tournament, soccer, football, regular sports.
wrestling.
Who plays those anymore, right? We over here playing League of Legos, Apex Legends. We're playing Fortnite. I'm not playing Fortnite. I'm playing that garbage game.
You lying, bro?
We're playing
you level 100
Splatoon 2. We're playing all of those games, right? So with that in mind, it's kind of like, all right, I want to make sure that my players, the attendees in the event, are both feeling fantastic and feeling like that they can play and concentrate on the game.
See, I agree with that, but where's the line? Where does the line between
because I agree with you.
favoring the competitors and favoring the crowd? The crowd has to have an experience. Like, one of the best moments of recent tournaments to me was at Genesis when people were chanting AZ while was fighting against Hungrybox. Like, that was so fucking.
Yeah, I mean, because you don't want people. People are here to talk and socialize. Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Like, if it's like the rule is you have to stand behind this line, no talking, no talk, you can't say anything, literally no noise. It's like playing in a library. You know what I mean? Like, what's the fun in that? You feel like you're in punishment or timeout.
Listen. I'm not asking everybody to shut their mouth and let me play my game. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying just
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying what Tim's saying. Like, where does the line? Where do you draw the line? Like,
I would literally draw a line between the players and the audience. That's what I'm gonna do. Have you seen the stages? The stages at the Austin place, right? Have you seen any tournament? Right? They all have their own little like. This is the area that people will play in. If you go to DreamHack, if you go to PAX, you see that kind of area, and you will see what I'm talking about. Once you go to DreamHack, you pretty much seen a lot of different, like, the ways the tournaments are set up. And again, I'm not saying like the crowd should just shut their mouth or whatever. Instead, I actually with this line, right, that we divide the players and the audience, it's much more of like spectator game, right? You're able to just cheer for your friend from a certain distance.
So at a local, like a Coral Sword, how far would you to be from the setup?
Maybe like 3 feet from the setup. Or at least from the players. 3 feet. Like, draw a line there so they have enough room, so that people are not literally like behind you on your chair watching your game, right?
Yeah, that's how those guys were.
And that's how those guys were with me.
Yeah,
and like they were also coaching. They were also coaching the
they were coaching that guy. They couldn't coach that. I mean, that's lame.
So I think, okay, that's what I'm going at.
I'm glad I destroyed that guy for you, Pablo. But he got me after.
It's okay. It's okay.
Having the precedence, though, having any sort of guideline, I think, will establish what people can expect and help the community grow together. Like, establishing, hey, man, that's not okay. It's not okay to sit behind, coach your friend, and be obnoxious while they're playing a set. Show a little respect. Like, getting into it, yelling for a hype moment, like, I get it. That's cool. We support it, whatever. But stuff like that was happening where they're sitting behind you having a conversation about the match loud enough where I couldn't even hear the game sound. I was standing right next to them, and I couldn't even hear the sexy PK Thunders. Like, none of that stuff. Couldn't hear any of the sound. All I heard was them talking about the game. And there comes a point where they need to show a little bit of respect for the match that's going on.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's that. But going back to Mars. There's many different ways that the event could have been handled, or that situation could have been handled. At the end of the day, I think they did a decent job at handling the situation. Right? Can we all agree on that?
Yeah,
I
I mean,
agree.
I'm not upset about it. Like, I don't think anybody would really be upset about it. The outcome. No one's gonna be like, that wasn't fair. There's to whine about. Other than the fact that the guy walked away from the set in the first place, but like, if you're whining about that, then you clearly never been in that situation, so you don't know what you're talking about.
I do think majors in general need to be held to a higher standard than they have been. Like the Smash majors are kind of a joke when it comes to professionalism, especially if you compare it to like other top tier esports, which I think is what Smash is really aspiring to be. A lot of the stuff, like a lot of the organizations.
Okay. Let's move on to the next topic. Do you want to just skip over this like Pokemon trainer BS?
I just want to say Big Left's wrong. We can leave it at that. Charizard might not be a character, but fucking Ivysaur and Squirtle are more than enough busted to make it.
I'm just waiting for that Charizard and change everybody's mind.
Rock that rock slide.
Charizard broken.
Okay. Hello. Can you hear me better?
one other
Oh,
thing
okay. I think my webcam mic was being picked up.
Oh, shoot.
That sucks.
One other thing before we move on. What about the solo Zero Suit? Are we going to acknowledge that? Where is Zero Suit on the tier list? Does that make it a high tier, or is it just Mars? Is Mars the Trella of Zero?
I don't know, dude. I actually enjoy playing Zero Suit. The confirm up Bs feel so nice, but I don't know if it's high tier. It's got the data to back it up actually because it's fast. You know what I'm saying? It's got some pretty okay confirms, but it's light. So and people don't really pick it up. Like, was it a good pick in the old ones in 4 or in Brawl?
I thought it was pretty good in 4.
Right? I think in 4 she was pretty high tier, right? And I think that's why a lot of people dropped her in this one because they thought she wasn't.
Yeah.
That was like when the game first came out. Like, people don't even give it a chance. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about all the tier changes that have happened. You know, people thought Crom was gonna be like the guy, number 1. You don't even see him in freaking tournaments anymore. Like, because he can be counterpicked with anybody who uses counter, and then you literally can't recover with your up B and you're dead. So it's like maybe Zero Suit is not low tier. Maybe it's like high mid tier. Like, it's got some data to back it up.
Mm-hmm.
I would say a good Zero Suit Samus will do good in a local. You know, like high tier, high low tier. And I don't think Mars is the only one. I think I've seen other people like Zero Suit players that like do okay at locals and stuff.
Zero Suit's a hype machine. Like, it's nothing like watching a good Zero Suit. That's one of the things I really enjoy about Fox too. Is watching a good Fox is just enjoyable. Sheik doesn't exist.
Dude,
what do you mean?
Dude.
You're breaking up. I can't hear you. I'll get on an elevator. I'll be right back.
Jesus. It's like I'm about to throw my phone in the toilet after. What kind of garbage is that?
Poor Edwin, dude. Poor Edwin, dude.
And
I feel bad for Edwin, man. He really loves the character and he wants to play. I think he used it against Caesar just because like this is the only time he's ever gonna be able to use it.
He played it against me.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
he took the game too.
No.
I SD'd hard in that game.
I think my son wanted to get an interview.
I SD'd hard.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, your son was so funny commenting. He's like, "Oh, you suicide? You get an interview." It's like, why'd you kill yourself?
I SD'd hard that game, but I brought it back, dude. I went 2-1 against Edwin.
Okay.
Last week I went 3-0-3 against Edwin. So I was like, can't let that happen again, son. Can't let that happen.
Dang.
I told him play Yoshi. He's like, I don't want to play Yoshi.
Dude, his Yoshi's
His Yoshi is nasty.
His Yoshi
gross.
His Yoshi would actually probably do. Well, he probably wouldn't get double limb. He'd probably like win 1 or 2.
Yeah.
This is off topic a little bit. What do you think about his Palu?
Who's Palu? Edwin?
Edwin's. Have you seen his Palu team up?
Yeah, we dittoed. I bodied it, but like that's because I play Polo a lot. We
So-
dittoed the first match, and then I went back to. I don't know if we dittoed all the matches. I think I might have gone Ness afterwards if he picked something else. But
We
yeah,
can
we
talk
definitely
about
did it. It's good. It's
our
it's
tier
good.
list.
He just needs more time. Our tier list.
Our friend group tier list.
Oh God.
Let's start with the
Oh.
bottom
Tired of
players.
you. Like I gotta.
Okay. Okay, S tier players. Dang,
S-tier
bottom
players.
low S tier players would probably be like Hyro, Chris. Those are probably our S tiers.
Yes.
Like they pretty much only lose to each other in our tournaments.
Yes.
So they're definitely in their own league. And then like you got me after them. It's like A tier.
A tier.
Or A plus tier, something like that. I'm close. I'm trying to make it. I'm trying to get.
Hey.
I took games off Hyro. I think like the first tournament, 1 game off him, and then I took 1 game off Chris in the second one. But the other one 3-0'd me. You know, Chris 3-0'd me the first time, and Hyro 3-0'd me the other time. But I usually can get like 1 game off at least one of them.
Yeah.
when
See,
I
the
play
first
them.
tournament though, I took games off Hyro. Game
Yeah.
off Hyro. Like the
I don't-
first one before you were there.
I've never played
Oh.
before we started tournaments here. I never play against Hyro as much as I've done the past few times we meet up for our tournaments. Because I always told them like, no, I don't want to play against your Nest. No, I
'Cause
don't
you
want to
hate
play
the
against your
Dittos.
Nest because I hate the Ditto.
Yeah.
That Ditto especially, I hate it. Hate it so much.
That Ditto's the most hype moment of the stream every Friday though.
I know, it's great.
Me and Pablo didn't get to ditto though. We dittoed like off stream before like the stream started, and that was pretty fun.
That
But,
was
like,
fun.
Yeah, we didn't get to play on stream.
But no, okay. So with versus Chris, I pressure him enough for me to win 1 game, and then the third game, like it's like this until he wins or I win.
Mm.
But I still think, like you said, Chris, Hyro, like up there,
S tier.
right?
Yeah.
Then
There's
you,
like me, then me, and you know who else is pretty good? Like you can't forget.
Italo.
Yeah, I was about to say you can't forget about the young blood. Like
the
you
young
can't forget
Peru.
about Italo. You can't forget about Italo and Fernando. Like those two
That
guys.
fucking
Are,
plant.
those two guys are good, and they use like gimmicky characters. Like
Yeah.
imagine if they
Yeah,
tried
yeah,
a
yeah,
high
yeah,
tier
yeah, yeah.
character. Those guys would probably be like maybe even S tier, like pushing up on Hyro and Chris level. But they choose just to play like medium tier god character. Like they wouldn't be low tier gods. Like they just
Yes.
pick low tier characters and just like kill you with them.
I
And they're
think
like-
they pick
they're like,
characters
"Oh,
that
no
they
big
like to
deal,
have
no
fun
big
with.
deal." Yeah, I mean they're young, dude.
Yeah.
Young fun. You know what I'm saying? Like I would say our A tiers would probably be like me, you, and then the 2 young bloods, Italo and
I think you're giving Pablo too much credit. Like I 3-0'd him every week except for last
What
Oh,
do you
man.
mean?
I
What do you mean?
I did 3-0 him in the dittos, but he said he was far away from his TV the first 2 games. He had to get closer to the last game.
Dude, I was like hella far.
know
Jason
that-
was over here like literally in front of the TV with his
Yeah,
eyes on the
I was-
TV. And I'm
Dude,
like
'cause I play
all
with
the
my
way
mom.
over here.
I'm used to that, dude. I gotta be. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we went 2-1 for this tournament. The last one, we just copied it over.
I think
'Cause we didn't play-
Dylan is S tier commentator.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, so so where are you putting Pablo then? I want to know where you're putting Pablo. Okay, so if it's S tier me, if it's S tier Chris and Hyro, and then A tier is me, Italo, and Fernando, who's B tier?
Well, I think
Is
you
that-
got to
is that
spread
where
it out a
Pablo's
little
at?
bit more. I think you got to spread it more. So I would say
You think
Hyro, Chris.
there's a difference between Italo and Fernando?
No, I would say Hyro, Chris, you, like you're A, and then Italo, Fernando, B, and then fuck this song.
Your dog is definitely F tier.
His dog is F tier right now for food.
Oh no!
Okay.
You need food, dude.
Okay.
Feed your dogs. Feed your dogs.
Hey,
Go
hey,
feed
get
your
the walk-
dogs.
Go heat
Go-
up the walk, man.
Go
Yeah, okay. So like I was saying, Hyro, Chris, S tier, you A tier, the Young Bloods B tier, and then Pablo and I C tier. Or if you want to be even nicer to Pablo, put Pablo C tier and me D tier.
Is that everybody? I feel like we're missing somebody.
How about Edwin? Where are you gonna
And
put
we
yeah,
just
Edwin?
go on the
Edwin's
playlist
missing
until he gives it the sheik. He doesn't even get on the tier list.
Wow.
Okay. But I think
I'm gonna tell it to him. He's gonna go Yoshi on you and 3-0 you.
I think I'm
Next
as
time he
good
sees
as
you.
Edwin. though.
Hey, at least he's playing a real character.
I think
Like,
Edwin
like,
Edwin and I are
player.
on the same tier.
Oh, okay. So you heard that, Tim? Pablo said Edwin and him are on the same tier.
I'm okay with that. Like, I'm honestly okay with that because I can take games off both of them, but I can't reliably beat either.
However,
of them
I
anymore.
think
I had Pablo's number for.
I think it's Italo. No, I think it's Kaido Chris, Fernando Jason,
sure.
then Italo, then me and Edwin.
Dude, you're giving your little brother no credit, dude. That's
No, Italo's way better than Fernando.
No,
the big
no,
brother
I don't
syndrome.
think
He's
so.
like,
I think
"Look,
Fernando's way better than Italo.
I
Yeah,
think
dude, that's-
Italo's easier for you than he is for anybody else because he's your brother.
Okay.
But I think, like, objectively,
Yeah.
from an outsider's point of view,
Uh-huh.
Italo's way better than
Yeah,
Fernando.
I would say from me too. That's how I feel, and they're both good. I wouldn't say they're way better.
Damn,
I
they
would say
won't let
they're
me
both-
drop him serially.
They're both really good. They're both like every time I play them, like I have to like think about it. Like, damn, do I like if they pick a real character, I'm in. But if they pick a shitty character, I can beat them.
Remember, Italo, you agreed if I stood up for you, you'd do duos with me at
Italo
DreamHack.
Italo
And
2 won me first tournament he won. He went Ken the first game, then he swapped and he reverse 2-0'd me.
Damn.
And then this time he went Ken all 3 games and I 3.
Italo
he
put
didn't-
his foot
he
down.
didn't take a game off. Yeah, I forgot who he went and he kicked my butt. That's why I was like, damn, respect. Like I respect this guy. He's got some
Yeah,
moves.
Italo just put
I don't-
respect on my name. That's what he just said.
Yeah, put respect on his name, bro. You're gonna have to see him. You're gonna have to see him on the sticks, man. He's gonna be like, all right.
I mean, he
Real
don't pay
bro.
rent, dude. He don't pay rent. He just live here.
Damn. Isn't he in school most of the time?
Yeah, he's in school. He's graduating. I think this summer. He has like one class
shit.
because they don't have that class over the freaking spring. So
hey, it's all right. Italo and I are gonna make a name for ourselves doing
Brawlhalla.
doubles.
That's
Brawlhalla.
all right.
Brawlhalla double.
All right.
Hey, Pablo.
You see that clip? You see
Hey,
that
how do
clip,
you,
Jason?
Yeah, I saw it. I have Brawlhalla downloaded on my PlayStation. I guess I'll start grinding. I might see you in bracket. You might have to see me in bracket, young guy.
Hey man, I only play the cow for the memes. Like, I'm like the young bloods in that game. I'm only
I
playing.
forgot who I played when I first played. It was like very garbage game. I'm not even gonna lie. Like the game was not very functional. Like there was like 4 moves, I think. Like there wasn't a lot of moves that I can remember. I played it for like a few days and I was like, it's not Smash. It's just not.
It's not Smash. If you go in expecting it to be like Smash, you're gonna be disappointed.
Yeah, it's
but the
not.
game is its own little gimmicky fun. I enjoy it. I think like my main thing was I wanted something to play that wasn't.
Do you know about
Smash
the competitive scene though? Do you like? Have you read about it? Because like,
hey man,
it's a joke.
hey,
The
listen. Tim got a like from a pro Brawlhalla player, all right?
No, okay,
He
but
got a
listen,
like
the
from a
competitive
pro
scene
Brawlhalla
in
player.
shambles
You don't talk to
in
Tim
sh-
like that. No.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
My
I
bad.
may
You gotta
not be.
respect this man. You gotta respect the man.
Oh,
I may not be
he's-
S tier for
He's S tier in
players.
Brawlhalla.
No, I'm S tier on Twitter.
Okay. But I was gonna say,
Alright.
like a year ago, the Brawlhalla scene was like, people were very like pissed about it because it was like a bunch of footsies and stuff like that. Like it wasn't very like exciting to watch. But that was like a year
the
ago.
combos are fucking disgusting now. Like they've optimized it so much. There's so many combos and so much cool tech that it's out of this mind. I watched a couple sets of the top players, and
Mhm.
it's just dumb. They're so
But-
much better than.
Do you know what I'm talking about? Do you remember hearing about this or probably no?
I heard about it. I kind of heard the game was a competitive joke to begin with.
Yeah.
That's why I never touched it, never even looked at it. But this segues into our next topic pretty good. So I'm going to give you an unpopular opinion. I think Brawlhalla's online and some of the core mechanics that Brawlhalla has is better than Smash.
All right. Well, that's
It's because you need to get better. That's why. No.
So Brawlhalla's online is smooth. It's functional. Like me and Italo have played dozens of matches easily. Like I've probably played close to 100 matches, and I've never had any lag. Like no input delay, nothing. I'm playing with an Xbox One controller on a computer. The other cool thing, like the ranking system is transparent. Like you can actually see what it is, and it means something. Like you could argue that Elo is not perfect for a fighting game, but you can see your rank, like, and you know what it means. It's not just some random convoluted number. And then on top of that, like, there's a little bar in the corner that tells you your connection strength with your opponent, and that's fucking huge. It's really nice to see that you have a good connection.
Yeah.
Well, you got to remember, anything made for Nintendo, they make it so like it doesn't optimize on the internet. Like that's the opposite of what Nintendo wants. They want you to like meet up, hang out with people in IRL.
You're right, but I would just love to have the practice.
In most in all the other like companies, their competition, they're the opposite. They're like, no, we want you to like have the gaming experience in your home, in your comfort.
Mhm.
That should be the norm, the normal gaming experience. And Nintendo wants to like us to time travel back to the '90s when you'd play with your friends in person. But like, shit's a hassle. That shit's a fucking hassle. Like driving and all that crap. Like, I agree with Tim. Like having a nice, reliable online feature
Yes.
would be great. But like,
Yeah.
you can't really like be surprised that another game has a better online thing than Nintendo. You could tell me like a
No.
PlayStation 3 has better like connectability than a Nintendo, and I would believe you because PlayStation actually tried to make their internet work. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Nintendo, like, oh, if you want internet, oh, use Wi-Fi, or you want Ethernet, oh, go buy yourself an adapter. Like, and
Okay,
good luck. Maybe
but how come-
it'll work. Maybe
How
it
come
won't.
when I play Mario Kart, when I play Splatoon 2, I'm not as laggy as I am with Smash?
Well, another thing, like, I played Pokken a lot. Like, I got S ranked in Pokken and didn't lag at all in that game. And it's a fighting game. Like, it's not as deep as Smash, but I was able to play a functioning fighting game on the Switch, on Wi-Fi in my shitty old apartment without lag.
Oh man, I mean, I don't know how to explain it. I think that Smash, the way it works, how it like you pick the stage before you pick your characters. So I would assume that like as soon as you pick the stage, it's already like oh no, that's not online, is it, huh? Or is it online? Oh yeah, it's like automatic like platforms or not platforms, Battlefield. So it shouldn't that shouldn't be the problem loading the stages. Like that should be quick, but even that takes time.
I think it's bad netcode. I think it's just pure bad netcode. Like, it's dumb, and it's something that shouldn't be acceptable in 20.
Okay.
Well-
Is this what we want for version 3.0 of Smash? Better
What do you want for
internet.
3.0?
Better internet.
That's the only thing I want for 3.0.
Better
Like, I
online.
hope nobody gets nerfed. A couple characters get buffed.
Let's see. What I want for 3.0. Yeah, internet, better connectivity would be nice. A better rank system would be nice. Like whenever you're like in arenas, they should let you spectate if you like join the match late. They need to fix that. That'd be nice. Also, like the training mode could be a lot better. Like I wish they would like have more in the training mode.
Mhm.
Did you
Like,
see the pictures I sent in the group chat of all Hollis training?
those were really sick, dude. Those like really good ideas. Like I'm sure it would not be hard to implement something like that in Smash.
These doggos. Okay.
What else?
Let's try and wrap this up as the 1 hour mark is about to come about. So let's just try to keep our podcast for 1 hour. Last topic. Characters you want to see in Smash.
Oh, all right. I'll let you go first, Pablo. You clearly have some idea.
Me.
You sounded so excited. You
Me.
sounded so excited asking the question. Yeah.
Nah, dude, I don't know, man. Like it's just such a we will never know exactly what Nintendo's gonna pull. Like that release
Oh no.
of Joker, I was like, holy shit! All right, we got Joker now. You know,
You're
what's
like,
next?
once-
He-Man?
Once that came out, you were like, "There's like all bets are off." Like you don't know what could come next.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like once that one came, I know exactly what you. But okay, but the question was, who do you want to see?
Okay,
do you
who do I
think
want to
is gonna
see?
see? Yeah.
I don't want to see any anime characters.
Oh, fucking, what are you
So
fucking
no,
racist?
no anime characters. I'm sorry. Please, no anime characters in Smash. Please, none.
Okay.
Whatsoever.
All right.
Um,
Sorry, Sakurai, your culture is.
I want. Oh man, Banjo-Kazooie will be nice.
And all right, so Banjo Kazooie. Let's just. What would his
What would his what?
neutral be?
Neutral be.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
We'll only do B moves. No smash attacks. Just like neutral B, up B, side B, down B.
Okay. I
Uppy
don't
will
know.
clearly
I
be the
feel
bird
like
come out
I
of the
feel
backpack
like
and he'll fly.
yeah,
Clearly.
but that'd be like Duck Hunt.
Well, I mean, you're gonna have to take some of the mechanics from the characters. Look at Ganondorf; he's like half Ike, half Captain Falcon, and he like works
Yeah.
out really cool.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
It could be something like that. You can take mechanics from other characters and mix them together to make a new character. So you don't have to like write a whole new code.
I don't know.
You know, so you could save time.
Look,
I think
maybe
Kazuri's
Ness
neutral
too,
B,
dude.
All right, Tim
No,
has an
no.
idea for the.
her neutral B can be similar to Yoshi's up B, the egg toss, a projectile.
What does he throw? What would he throw?
Who cares?
Oh. Throw something.
Just give me a projectile to spam so it kind of feels like Link and I can get into it.
Wow, dude! Wow.
A Link with 7 jumps.
Like, it doesn't have to be canon at all. Just give me what I want. Thank you.
Okay, characters.
Coins. Let her
Anybody
throw
in the
coins.
chat that want to throw a character in there, please do so now. Before
You
we
give me the
wrap
character,
up this.
I'll come up with the moves. I would like to see
Knuckles.
from the beginning. Yeah, Knuckles and Tails from Sonic, because Sonic's the only Sonic character in there. People were talking about like Eggman, like or Doctor whatever his name is. They
Yeah.
wanted him. No, that's lame. Give me Tails. His up B could be his like little tail spinning. He could like fly like kind of like the hat of King K. Rool. That could just like be his move. He just like a little spinning thing with the hitbox.
I'm
You
here
know?
for it.
Kind of floaty. Quick, but not as quick as Sonic, but better aerials than Sonic. Yeah, that'd be sick.
What
Yeah, I'm
about
down for Tails.
Echoes, like Shadow?
Echoes like Sonic. I mean, I think Knuckles would be like an echo of Sonic.
Yeah.
Yeah. He could like wall bounce better, like use his knuckles, because in the game he could like climb up walls. So like
Right,
anything
right.
with like a ledge on a wall, like Kalos, he would be able to like just climb up it, like just tech up the thing the entire way.
Do we have
Broken-
Sora on the list?
No.
No, you don't want Sora? Okay, no
No
Sora.
anime.
I mean, that's almost anime
How is that almost
Considered
anime? That's not anime.
because it's from a game, but anime people are in it. It isn't like people from Final Fantasy. That's definitely like anime type art. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Like,
I got
so
one
that's
for
why
you.
that's why I consider he has like anime type hair. Like, come on, look at him.
Okay,
like that
okay,
hair,
okay.
that's anime hair, bro.
Ryu, however you pronounce his last name, from
Who?
From what?
Ryu from Ninja Gaiden, the main character in Ninja Gaiden.
Oh, the ninja dude.
Yeah, that would be fun as hell.
Yeah, that'd
He
be
could
cool. I
be
guess.
like, picture this. He could be like
Oh.
Sheik but functional.
Dang.
All right, let
But
me
functional.
look this up. Look, I'm gonna just read. Okay, you're gonna tell me yes or no. Okay. All right.
All right.
Okay. Springman from
Yes.
Arms.
Arms. Yes.
No.
Is that a yes?
no.
Is that a no? Okay.
Yes.
That's
I say yes.
We're half and half. Okay. Let's see.
Wait, no, Pablo, you're a vote too. You're a person. You count.
Oh.
You beat the.
Yes.
You.
I say yes to
Yes.
Springman. I say yes to Springman.
Yes.
Pablo's
we-
never had a vote before.
Okay. Paper Mario.
No.
No.
Yes.
I say
Absolutely
no.
yes.
Okay, he says
Let's
yes.
take a Mario. Bring in Waluigi.
Okay, so this list has Cass from
Paper Mario.
Legend of Zelda: Breath of the
What would he
Wild.
do? He's like the.
He's the bird from Breath of the Wild that has an accordion. No, that's a no.
No, that's
No.
a no for me.
Okay, Dixie
Okay.
Kong.
Dixie Con. What?
Yeah, Dixie Kong, the girl.
Maybe as a Diddy Kong fan.
Oh no. No, that'd be like a Diddy Kong Echo.
Oh, okay. Let's see. This is Banjo Kazooie. Shovel Knight.
Already in Brawlhalla.
Already in Brawlhalla. Rayman. Already in Brawlhalla.
Yep.
How about one of the, like, a rabbit? Like, the rabbits.
What about just the purple Pikmin? What if the purple Pikmin becomes its own character?
I want the MKLeo Red Pikmin skin.
What Marcin? What his name was?
Yo,
Marlin
how
or
about
something?
Steve from Minecraft?
Maurice.
I can get Minecraft with a passion.
Steve from Minecraft? Or the Black Mage from Final Fantasy?
I would be down for another Final Fantasy character. Like, what about a Red Mage?
I don't know.
All right. Fuck you.
Okay, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, that main character guy. I've never played,
No.
so.
No, I don't know.
We already
I
have
don't know.
Shulk. We already have Shulk, and nobody
Okay,
knows
how
who he is.
about which Pokemon then? Which Pokemon do you want to see on this?
The Suide.
Okay, I like that one.
I would. A Pokemon, you said?
Yeah. Like which Pokemon would you want to see in Smash?
That's kind of tough, man. How about So can I pick something trolly?
Yeah.
All right, I'll probably go with like a pod.
All right.
Metapod,
how
he's
about
hard.
Heracross?
Metapod, he's
How about
hard.
Heracross? That's my favorite Pokemon.
Really, Heracross?
Yeah.
No, I think. But isn't he already? No, Caesar's is a freaking.
Mm-mm.
What about Hitmonchan, Hitmonlee?
Well,
Oh no, Mew. I'm definitely. It's not even a
Oh,
discussion.
Mew versus
I'm going
Mewtwo.
Mew. Yes, I'm going Mew,
Okay.
and he kind of floaty like a Ness, like a
Ah,
Ness.
he
yeah,
needs to
yeah,
be
yeah.
a
Stronger
Mewtwo
Ness.
Echo Fighter. Mewtwo Echo Fighter.
No, not a Mewtwo Echo Fighter.
Okay.
Like Ness.
Crash
The
Bandicoot.
Suide. Sick air combos. That's all I got.
All right, moving on. Crash Bandicoot.
No.
No.
Yes,
I say yes.
I'm down. I'm down with Crash.
Okay.
Bandicoot.
This one says Nintendo Labo Robot.
Nah, that's lame. I think they should go with like some old Nintendo NES stuff. Like, I don't know if you ever played baseball. It was just like there was no teams, they're just colors. Like they're just letters.
Mhm.
Like I think a baseball player would be sick. Just like you could hit him with the bat, throw a ball, stuff like that. Or like another old NES game they had was like I don't know, like not Punch Out, like Galaga, stuff like that. I don't know. Come up with like this like old retro stuff that people would just
Mhm.
like not be expecting, but it's like part of the Nintendo franchise. So
It would
makes
be
sense.
nice for Punch Out to have a character.
You
Do you
think
get-
so?
Do you guys know who Gino is?
Is that from like the?
Super Mario RPG.
Nope.
Okay, but I went Gino.
Dang. Is anything else? Anybody else got character? We had some pretty like ones like on the list that I was like I did not
How about
expect.
Captain Toad from
From where?
Toad Treasure Tracker?
No, dude. What are you talking about?
Yo, Captain Toad goes hard.
What kind of character are you trying to have bad? Like these characters are so useless.
Hey man, he's already having his best life under Princess Peach's skirt.
All right,
Oh, wow.
Toon Zelda or
Toon
Tetra.
Zelda?
Tetra.
How about just like a Tetris piece? They
Oh,
released
you want a Tetris
99.
piece? Okay, yeah.
They just released Tetris 99 on the Switch. It's just like a Tetris piece that can like change shapes and smack you
hmm
and just float around the screen. Yeah, that'd be pretty sick. I'd take it.
I mean, Piranha Plant's a thing, so why not a Tetris piece?
Waluigi.
Go for gold, baby. Yeah, Waluigi would be cool.
Yeah.
Even like Boo, like the ghost, that'd be kind of sick too. Like, I like Boo the ghost. Like I played him in Mario Tennis back in the day. I think he'd be a pretty sick character. Like he could like his smash, he could just like roll into a ball. He could like down B would be like you just miss him. He like
Yeah. How about all
You'd be
the champions of Hyrule from Breath of the Wild?
I didn't play that game. I need to buy it.
Oh, you need to
Yeah.
buy it. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, all right. I think that's it. We're gonna cover Toad Treasure Tracker. Toad is gonna be in Smash. Captain Toad, not just regular Toad. This is Captain Toad we're talking about.
Yeah.
Italo said Dry Bones. I agree with that. Dry Bones for sure. All right. Send offs. Thank you so much for watching. We appreciate you guys tuning in. Friday, Smash, round robin. Check us out. Come hang out. Play Smash while we play Smash. Watch Smash while we're also playing Smash. So hang out with us. Give us a follow. Give us a everything. We appreciate you guys so much for again tuning in and being here with us today. I hope that next week we're gonna have who we're gonna have, Tim.
We're gonna have crabs.
We're gonna have
on Smash
crabs.
Night.
We're gonna have crabs next
Yeah,
week.
he's the guy who runs Coral Sword, right?
Used to run Coral Sword.
Oh
said that.
wow.
Yeah.
Well, he was a really cool guy.
Well,
he did a really good
we'll
job
talk
there.
about that when
Yeah.
he gets here and why
Yeah.
he decided to do that. But again,
That sounds like an interesting topic, guys. It's gonna be a good podcast.
Thank you so much for being here.
Let's plug socials real quick. Pablo, where can we find you on?
All right, all my socials are up this way. On Twitter, it's @_Pablu, PABLUE. And pretty much you can find me through there. It's the best place to reach me. So, yeah. go follow
I
me.
do not have
And
any
follow,
social
follow
media,
this Twitch channel as well.
so don't follow me because you can't.
All right.
But Tim,
You can find me on Twitch, moo_SSB. I'm trying to stream every day. So far, so good. I won't be streaming tonight. A little too late, but
Oh, he's a little laggy there.
try to stream every day. And then on Twitter, @moo_SSB.
Yep. And next time I'll do a better job at putting names down here for everybody. So over there as well, and down there. So okay.
all right, guys. Good
All
night.
right. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out.